Hello, beautiful life path number one. Let's take a look at what is happening with you this week. Whenever you find these is when you're meant to. So the way I do it is the first row is the energy that's coming in. Second row are the clarifiers. And the last row is source energy advice. Okay? That's generally how I'm doing it, and I think it's working out pretty well. What do you think? All right, so you guys are magicians. I love me some magicians. I think they're fabulous. You guys are like the brilliant star of the numbers. You are. Magicians have all the tools. Sometimes sometimes you're a little bit of a lost magician, though, I'll have to say. It's happened in the numbers. You see, the way it works is that there hasn't really been anybody in one for a long time. Okay, since the year 998 or something. And so you're actually a 10. 1 plus 0 is 1, right? 10 is 1. But because there hasn't been a true or a single one, is what we like to call a number, which, you know, really comes down to its proper number, right? I don't know, you're kind of sometimes lost, especially at the beginning of your life. You don't really know the power that you hold, which is sometimes a tragic thing, but it's also a very cool thing. I'm going to say the reason why it's a cool thing is because, let me see here. I don't want these. They came out in a clump. Okay, that one, yes. The reason that it's such a cool thing is that once you realize that you are a magician and you have that beautiful magic power of all the tools that you can use, you know, it's like finding, I always tell people, it's like finding out you're a descendant of Merlin, you know, and you've been handed like a book of spells, and you're like, whoa, really? It's the coolest thing, right? Then you really fall into your power. You still have to be careful with it, and but generally, you're like a star. You are. Okay? All right. So what do we got for you, my magicians, this week? I see this 7 of Swords in reverse, which is, I mean, not a bad thing. 7 of Swords is my, you know, sneaky Steve. He likes to steal your energy and just kind of make you feel all wrong, you know? Like he's... sometimes I think that sneaky Steve is my brain. You know, like that little voice in your head that tells you you're not good enough, you're not strong enough. But in this case, he's in reverse, which is fabulous. But the thing is that you have many choices. I feel that's coming in here. And if I'm looking at this correctly, I feel like it's saying, look, you have a lot of things that you can choose on. Okay? A lot of choices are coming up. A lot of things that you can pick from that are going to be great, fantastic, fabulous. See that? Really great, okay? And any one of these things, I feel, can be something that will bring something in for you. In other words, if you work at it, hard enough at it, you can make something positive come from this, okay, for you. The trick is, though, is not to let the negativity or anything undermine those kind of thoughts. If you're stuck in, you know, analysis paralysis, you may not be able to find what you want to plant and grow. And that's when the 7 comes in. But I feel like they're putting it upside down to go, look, if you get past him and just use your sense of just, I don't know, figuring things out. In other words, like the Queen of Swords, she's like a sharp as a tack, right? She's got strength of character, independent. She's always like thinking master thoughts. So let it come in, let yourself figure it out, weigh the pros and cons, and then make the decision, okay? So it's basically telling you, you've got a lot available to you, but make a decision. So these are the clarifiers. You have the Three of Pentacles, which is great. You have the Eight of Pentacles, great again. Okay. These are all helpful cards. They're not just clarifiers, but they're also very helpful cards. Right. So, again, kind of saying the same thing for the feelings of this week. In order to get anywhere, use teamwork, okay? Partnerships, whatever you need to find the thing that you want. Right here, see? There's all these decisions, and then you're getting help. This could be from, you know, meditating, thinking about it, talking to a friend, anything that you consider or deem partnerships with others, and then work hard at it, okay? The Eight of Pentacles is great. It's that card of, you know, doing quality work in order to meet your objectives. And then you have the other Eight here, who is walking away from things, okay? You got to walk away from this card right here. Walk away from negativity. He's walking right into this card, telling you walk away from that. Okay, although it looks like he's walking into it. But instead, use your mind and knowledge. Now let's see what Source Energy has to say. You have the Ace of Cups coming in. There's the other Eight coming in. There's the Nine again of Pentacles. It comes out twice. And I feel it's a cautionary tale. You know, it's like caution, caution. Okay. So it's a very simple message. Okay. Don't close off your heart. That would be first. And the second part of this would be, I'm just trying to make the cards not fall down there. They're very slippery. The second part of this is don't tie yourself up in knots. That's the Eight of Swords, if you can see it behind there. Okay? The only way that things will stop moving or stop coming to fruition, because you got it twice, is by tying yourself up in knots, blocking yourself. Okay? Meet up with the challenge. That's the best thing that you can do. Here you have the Knight of Wands. He's the one who's like fearless and goes, bring it. Okay? Sometimes to his detriment, but in this case, I think they're saying use the fire energy within you, use your magical skills to go bring it. Let's do this. Let's bring it on. So, be very, pay much attention to what makes you feel like you're stuck, to negative energy, and get away from it as soon as possible. I always like to tell people use present moment stuff. In other words, start looking and naming things around you to get you out of your head and back into the present moment, and then move on from there. Thank you so much for being here, my magicians. Have a fantastic week, and I will see you next week. By the way, I have another channel, Soul Awareness, right here. Yeah. That might be changing. There might be 2 channels here. I'm pretty sure there will be. I think I'm going to go back to my Pisces channel and a Soul Awareness channel. And also there's a playlist here with all of your life path numbers in there. Thank you so much, and I will see you next week.